Welcome to the channel, All Things Business. I just want to thank everybody out there for joining tonight. I'm going to go into, one second. I'm sorry. I'm going to go into something. Thank you for joining the channel tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining. I want to go into the 12 habits of high performers. I just did a talk recently for a group of private investors. And one of the things I did, I went through this with them and give them an idea of what 12 habits of a high performer does. And I want you guys to get a blessing on this today. Real quickly, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button below, please. And also share this with several people, as well as leave a comment, because we enjoy comments. So here we go. Number one habit is wake up early. Wake up early. So if you're taking notes, write that down. Wake up early. I'm a 4 o'clock a.m. kind of guy. When people call me at 7 o'clock, I usually answer the phone, good afternoon, because I'm up early. I take about an hour to pray, to give thanks, what I'm grateful for, what I'm happy about, pray for people. I've got a prayer list of a lot of people on there. And not only that, but I take time after that to take a walk. But morning is so early to get up and you spend quality time. Don't answer the phone. Don't look at your text messages. Don't look at the emails. Spend quality time in peace and in harmony. So very important to get up early. Number two, focus with intensity. Intensity. Everything I do with intensity, because I go with a super energy that will get me through. Because with intensity comes clarity. And you can be clear on things you want to do if you have an intention, with an intention, and also with accomplishment with that intention. That's so important. Number three, maintain a strong discipline, a very strong discipline. I was telling this group, I was giving a case study on what I did this over the weekend with discipline. You know, I get up 4 o'clock, I'm out the door by 5, I'm 6 o'clock, I'm back in. At 7:30, I start my first Zoom call across the country, and then I stay with my discipline. My appointments are that I know what I've got to do every day. So everything comes around the discipline of what I've got to do. A lot of people are disciplined to a point when you get in your car, you start it up, do you realize your car knows how to get to work without you in it? Why? Because your mind has been disciplined to make a left here, right turn there, get off the exit, and you wasn't even aware, because you've been disciplined to go to that route every day. Wouldn't it be crazy if you did it on a Saturday or day off on Sunday? But what I'm talking about is discipline. Discipline your mind with habit forming. You know, when we move to a new house or apartment, psychologists tell us it takes us 21 days to figure out where the light switches are. It's not that we're dumb or stupid. We are creatures of habit. How do you break a bad habit? You start a new habit with what? Discipline. Everything focused around the discipline. Number four, exercise for energy. Like I said, after about 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm out taking my first walk. I take 2 a day. 2 a day. I take a walk. And about 45 minutes to an hour, brisk walk. And usually when I get up, I got my water. I put a little ginger in there. I put a little cayenne pepper to get the blood vessels open, and also some vinegar, apple cider vinegar to do some cleansing, as well as out there walking. So that gives me energy. Some people have coffee in the morning. I prefer drinking that as I walk. It gives me energy. And not only that energy, but I also walk with my Walkman on, because I'm doing my Spanish Espanol. So I'm learning Spanish. I've been committed to doing this about an hour or 2 a day. And here again, I'm doing 2 things at one time, getting my energy level up by doing some exercise, as well as learning Espanol. Number 5, read every day. God, read every day. You know, we started a word for the day. So we start off with, I read a scripture every day. I start with Proverbs, my book. Here's my Bible. Bible stands for Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth. So I read a book of Proverbs. There's 31 books. There's one for every day of the month. Okay. Now, that's very important to start your day off with gratitude. Start your day off with nourishment. And I can read a book of Proverbs today. I can read it a month from now, the same chapter. It'll mean totally separate, totally different. It's amazing how God will meet you with that. So also, I have a study group. We have Mondays. We have a group that we look at and we read. We have a book club. And on the book club coming up, we have the one called The Greatest Networker in the World by John Milton Fogg, which I've shared the stage with him before. It's a great MLM classic. So it's a powerful book. So we're reading this, we're studying this. So on the channel, go look at it. We have a book club you can subscribe to. Another book that I've been reading and telling people to read is Who Stole the American Dream by Bert Hedges. Another great book. So I try to read at least 1 or 2 books a month. And my dear friend, Mr. George Allen, who's also a gentleman who is powerful in network marketing, Better Than Beach Money, also another great book. So what are you reading? What are you reading to exercise the brain to learn? You know, cut off the TV set. I'm sorry, all I said TV sets, forgive me for saying that, it give us a hollow head and red eyes. I know some sports fans out there, I'm not talking, I mean, take some time out away from other stuff and put some time into reading for knowledge. You know, in 1 Kings 1:10, they're talking about how Solomon had wisdom and knowledge. And that's why Queen of Sheba wanted to go visit him, because she heard about his wisdom. So have wisdom, people, get the wisdom. So number 5, value quality sleep. I cannot express this a lot. People, they try to get away with 2 or 3 hours. I go to bed usually about 9 or 10, and I'm up at 4 or 5. So I get enough ample sleep that when I'm up in the morning, I kick the covers off and I said, God, who do I need to know today, and who needs to know me? So I get ample sleep. I'm not grumpy and you know, I get up with excitement. I get up with anticipation. I'm just so elated that I have another day to do something to help people and who can help me as well. So it's very important to get quality sleep. Very important. You know, it's said that a lot of people, your bed might be wrong. Your mattress may be wrong. Go get a fresh mattress. Go get one that's going to make you sleep better. It's very important. I like high sheets with high thread counts. Most of my sheets are 1,000, 1,200, 1,800 thread count. You know, it's very good because it helps you sleep better. It's a lot. You would not believe how people do not realize that this is a good investment to help you sleep better. And when you sleep better, you can think better. When you get up the next morning, you're refreshed and you're ready to go. Number 7, manage time wisely. Number 7, manage time wisely. Why? We all have the same amount of time in the day, which is 24 hours. That's right. You know, I see people sometimes that just lie again, and I always said to myself, I wish I could buy people's time who wasted doing nothing, frivolously, whatever. But time is so valuable. It's a one commodity. I don't care if you're a billionaire, millionaire, broke, or whatever. We all have the same amount of time every day, which is 24 hours. The question is, how are you managing your time? That's why I have an appointment book. And my appointment book is my second Bible. Yes, I have an old style fashion. Yeah, that's right, because I like to look at it on a spread. This is my second Bible. This is my first Bible. My appointment book is my second Bible. It tells me where I'm going to go today. Matter of fact, I can go back 25 to 30 years in my appointment books. If you can ask Al Thomas, where were you in 2021 on October the 31st? And I can tell you, because I keep that. It's a ledger of my life. It keeps me on target. Does that make sense? So really understand, manage your time wisely. A lot of times I say no to things much more before I say yes to opportunities. Because why? I manage my time. I manage my time. Number 8, limit distractions daily. Eliminate them. There's so many distractions. That's what I say. I'm very cautious of where my time goes, and who I give my time with, and who I spend my time with, or who I let into my inner world to take my time. A lot of people, they like the wind. Whichever way it goes, they'll go. Be limited on who takes your time, and make sure you get value out of what you're spending your time on. So limit distractions daily. Limit them. Limit. I called the other day about something. No, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Sorry, I can't make that. Yeah, you know, I just can't. I rather be home learning something that can further me and help me become a better leader, a better man, period. Number 8, take calculated risk. Take calculated risk. I was talking to my business partner, Mr. Jabri Clemens, earlier before this call went off about an opportunity that came across my desk today, and it sounds pretty good. I looked at the options. I look at my outside forces. I look at what my other people around me that I trust say about what this opportunity could be. And it's important to calculate risk, because not everything is a good deal. And then again, who brought it to you and what's their track record say? So I say no to a lot of them, but every now and then something sounds even better. I'll take advantage of it. Let me tell you something about investing and taking risk. Okay. Very important to learn this. If I take an investment, okay, if I win 8 out of 10, listen up, 8 out of 10, you're a winner. Most people make the, how do I say this? Most people think they have to win 100% of the time. No, that's a loser's attitude. If I lose 10, if I lose 2 out of 10, I'm okay. I'm still ahead of the game. But don't think you're going to win 100% of the time. And that's why you have to take calculated risk. I'm okay with 8 out of 10. I'm ahead. If I can win 8 out of 10, I'm good, because there's no such thing as 100%. Okay, so just be honest with you. So if you're looking for the perfect, there's no such thing as perfect. Looking for the perfect mayor spot, well, we know that. Well, you get an idea. So take calculated risk. Okay. Number 10, network with purpose. Network with purpose. I had a gentleman call me from out of the country that I consult with. We were on the phone about an hour today, and he was consulting me about some things, and I shared with him, what's the purpose of this? What's the purpose of that? Why are you spending time here? What's the outcome? So always network with purpose. Everything you do should have a purpose. When I tell my network marketers, when you go out and show the plan, either get that new person in your business, get them to buy some services, or whatever, but get something for your time with a purpose. Everything you do should be on purpose driven. Why do we go to church? For purpose of winning. Why do we do certain investment? The purpose is winning. So here again, everything should have a purpose. Why'd you marry that person? For a purpose. Why you dating that person? There's a purpose behind everything we do. There's a purpose. Hopefully they're all in a good light with good ideas. Okay. Number 11, reflect and improve. Oh my God. Reflect. When I get up in the morning, I take time to reflect on my day and what I want it to look like. And I put it up here. And then what do I want to improve on me as a person? What does I want to improve as a leader? What do I want to prove? What do I want to be forgiven for that I should have done? Or what can I improve in certain things I do in my business, certain things I do in my personal life, certain things that I say to people? What can I improve on? How can I, Al Thomas, become a better man? How can I become better? What do I need to improve on? And yes, I've asked people around me that I trust, what do you think I should improve? And they tell me, oh yeah, they give it to me. Oh, they give it to me. And I have to sit back and get my ego out the way. And most people have a problem with that. EGO stands for what? Edging God out. And sometimes when people that you love give you something to improve on, we don't like it. Yeah, we don't like it. But if you sit back and ponder it, and think about it. And that was number 3, maintain a strong what? Discipline. Okay, I need to change this. I need to get better with this. I'm going to work on this. Okay, so network with purpose. All right, number 11, reflect and improve. I'm sorry, number 11, reflect and improve. I'm always reflecting back. You know, today I put on some old school music that took me way back to my, yeah. And I kept thinking, wow, God has brought me a long, long way. Before I even knew him, he had his hand on my life. And I'm just thinking about stuff I did, like, oh my God. And I reflect and I'm thankful that I can reflect, because somebody didn't wake up today to be able to reflect. And then as I think back then, I look at what I improved on. Every year, December 20th, I can go back 35 plus years, matter of fact, longer than that. And I have a book that I read all my goals in. And I go back and reflect on December 20th on what my last year's goals was. And I write my next year's goals. And then I reflect back on going back 35 years, page by page by page by decade, and looking at what I said at that point. And I just see the growth in me. A lot of people have never taken the time to do that. And I reflect the whole day. The December 20th, I reflect. I reflect back years, days, weeks. I reflect back. And I pull all my appointment books out and I go back through them as well. And I reflect and I'm grateful. And then it helps me to improve on my goals, my desires, and my wishes. I actually look at some of the things I thought was big, monumental investments and goals, and then I laughed at them after I hit them, but I had to reset them. But I also learned from them, because life is always a learning on the path of learning. Number 12, stay consistently organized. Oh my God. Stay consistently organized. I'll say it again. Stay consistently organized. So, you know, being organized says a lot about a person, the way they do business. Being on time is so important. What does Jim Rohn say? And I quote, early is on time is late, and late is never heard of. You got to be a person of your word, but you also got to be organized. Organization is close to godliness, and it's close to letting a person know what type of business partner, what kind of person they're dealing with. So be organized in your life. Now I'm going to highlight these 12 high performers, habits that high performers have. Number 1, wake up early. Number 2, focus with intensity. Number 3, maintain a strong discipline. Number 4, exercise for energy and to lose weight. I'm about 5 pounds from my goal that I want to do, and I want to hit it before this month's out. And I'm going to do it probably the next week or sooner. Number 5, read every day. Every day, read. Number 6, value quality sleep. Very important. Number 7, manage your time wisely. Don't waste it, manage it. Take control of it. Where were you 4 years ago, 6 years ago? Can you show me where you were, what you're doing? Number 8, limit daily distractions. Ooh, that's a big one for a lot of people. You have to take control. See, if you don't take control, somebody else will take control of your time and your life. You take control. Number 8, take calculated risk. Take calculated risks. I saw one today I think I'm going to jump into. I'm calculating it, still thinking about it. I won't make a decision tomorrow. I got to do a little more praying on it. All right. Number 10, network with purpose. When I go somewhere, it's on purpose. If I'm going somewhere, it's a reason. Okay. Number 11, reflect and improve on who? You. Wow. And that's how you get better. Number 12, stay consistently organized. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this blessed you today, because I did a talk for a private group. They had me come in and talk, and these are the things I brought to the table, and they were taking notes, and they go, wow, this is great. We're going to have you back, Mr. Thomas, in our next quarter for our next quarterly meeting to come in and share another avenue of advice that you have for people who want to be effective and high performers. And I thank them for that. So here again, 12 habits of high performers. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you're a high performer because you're on this channel, because this channel is designed specifically for people like you who want to do more, have more, be more, and consistently stay on top. I've been doing I've been doing self-employed for the last 36 plus years, never had a job. Why? Because I got 3 billionaire mentors that trained me, to help me understand principles that I've done my whole life. And to this day, I've got 21 other people I personally coached that are millionaires as well. Why? Because the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And not only that, I listened to what they gave me. They told me things that I didn't like, but guess what? I improved on them so I could become the man I am today. I didn't like a lot of things, but I thank God they gave them to me. And I thank God I didn't get huffy and puffy. I wasn't trying to do it the Frank Sinatra way. I listened and I improved. And that's why I'm where I'm at today after all these years. And I'm grateful every day for these 3 billionaires to train me. I'm grateful every day for this channel. I'm grateful for Mr. Greg Clemens, who does the back office for us, and my partner on this. I'm so grateful for people that watch this program and people that send these messages out and send them out to bless other people, because the best thing you can do is help other people. See, with a closed hand or closed fist, you can't give anything nor receive. But the more God availed to open your hand up to give, the more you can receive as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it blessed you today. Remember, send this out to 7 people and watch a blessing come your way within the next 2 or 3 days. But I challenge you to send it out to 7 people as soon as you get off, as soon as you hear it right now. Boom, 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 boom. And we thank you for listening today. Take care, God bless, and have a good one. And as always, we'll see you at the top. I will see you over the top. Have a blessed day. God bless.